Hey everybody, this is Joseph Habedank, and I want to share with you a little bit about the song Here He Comes, my brand new single. I was inspired to write this song after hearing a great message by one of my favorite preachers and one of the greatest preachers in America, I think. His name is Phil Hoskins, and he preached a message entitled Jesus Passed By. And I held on to the idea of Here He Comes for several years until I was up late one night. I was supposed to write the next day, and I think I was watching some sort of a documentary about a musician on TV, and I was going to write for this new album called Resurrection. I knew I really wanted this idea to be special that I brought to the table the next day, and the Lord kind of reminded me about this idea of Here He Comes and how I should bring it to the writing session the next day. And so I brought it in and I kind of shared it with the guys. Tony Wood was one of them, who's kind of my songwriting mentor and one of my dear friends. And then a guy named Chris Cron, who writes at Daywind, was also one of the writers. And I sat down and shared the idea, and it just seemed like they believed in the idea as much as I did, and that made it so much more real to me. It takes you from a journey all the way from Bethlehem to the temple when he was teaching, to his healings, to the cross, to the grave, and ultimately the second coming. And if you look back on all those events in his life, you look at Bethlehem and you can almost hear all of creation saying, Here he comes. If you think about the teachers that were in the temple that day, he's 12 years old, he walks in the temple, and it's almost like you can hear the teachers saying, Here he comes. You talk about blind Bartimaeus, even when he couldn't see, he knew in his heart that Jesus was coming. And you can almost hear him saying, Here he comes. And think about the soldiers that were standing on top of Calvary when he walked up, and them saying, Here he comes. The man who claims to be the King of the Jews, here he comes. And can you imagine all of creation once again when he walks out of that tomb? And right before he walks out, they're saying, Here he comes. And ultimately one day, all of us as Christians will look to the eastern sky and we'll finally get to say for the last time, Here he comes. I hope you enjoy this brand new single, and it will take you on a journey of 3 to 4 minutes of the life of Christ.
Here he comes, stepping